Straight out of the heart of New York City, it's the Viral Live Show. Your host, Joseph Christopher, and I am Bob Biko, with the Boku Orchestra at M&M Studios. Today we welcome our guest, actor, writer, director, Jody Jones, with the musical guest of Boku Revolution X. And now, can I get a Joseph?
Thank you, and welcome to our very first social media show. Not YouTube, but YouTube. Late Night Viral Live, where we interview some of today's most promising social media icons on the verge of superstardom. And I am your host, Joseph Christopher. Well, I am so happy to be hosting our premiere show. And this is a truly epic event that will revolutionize television as we know it. And at best, will surely prove that nothing can become something if only you upload. Wow. We are living in some incredible times. It's a surprise that we are still alive, really, right? You know, the war of politics, religion, the internet, sex, drugs, alcohol, the internet. Soon they will have to enact a solution, like a prohibition of the mind, you know, make it illegal to use it. Indeed, it is any man's game, and it is just getting started. You see, I predict by the year 2030, they will have artificial intelligence running our entire global economy. We will be brain dead, but luckily we will have really smart phones. Like Japan, they have robots. Yes, robots in the fast food industry. Yeah, your food will be prepared by robots. As if things weren't bad enough. Now I may have to kick a robot's ass for fucking up my order. No, really, it's like insane. Now, I wonder if they have like really tough ones in really bad areas, like a Terminator type one. Like, can I take your order? Happy no, sir. I'll be back. It's ridiculous. The Black Panther, speaking of heroes, Black Panther is now out on DVD. So for all of you fans out there, you have Wakanda forever. And see, what I liked most was that I love how African Americans became African for like one day. Wasn't that cool? They showed up in the theater in dashikis and head wraps with little funny accents like it was Halloween or something. Yeah, I wonder if Africans saw the news footage and were pissed. Like, oh, look at this bullshit here, huh? Now they had made a fictitious movie about a fictitious Africa with a fake African tanks. Tanks? Do you know how hot Africa is? There is no way. If you're an African superhero, you better wear a bobo and keep your nuts cool. Now everyone wants to be African. Please. Where were you when they were calling us booty scratchers? You're weekend Wakandas. It's true, we do need some full-time Africans, don't we? African pride is great. I guess it's a start, you know? And why not? It's been a while since slavery happened, and it seems like everyone just wants to forget it, especially Kanye. Like, no, I can't wear these slave jeans, fam. See, personally, if I don't see another slave movie for the rest of my life, I'll be happy. See, there are far too many other stories we can tell, like the story of kings, like Ali Selassie from Ethiopia. Now, that's a story. I would love to be at the opening when all the rosters show up in a Chateau wagon and weed smoking, spilling out from their van. Entertainment Tonight and TMZ covering the whole thing. Like, blah, blah, Raj Joseph, King of Kings, ruler, sin. That carpet is just lit. And the interviewer is like, are you excited to be here? Yeah, man. You know, we're really honored to be here. We can't wait to see the Supreme King rise upon the screen and lick shots upon the conqueror, the oppressor, the Lion of Judah, Ali Selassie, Jah Rastafari. Now that's progress. As far as I know, though, there are not too many Rasta chains movie theaters, so probably wouldn't make much money. And chances are, Shia LaBeouf would be playing Ali Selassie. You see? If black people had just written down their hours of their labor and contribution to this great land and held the colonizer accountable, then we could just hand the corporations invoices for lost wages. We should have gave them an IOU on the plantation. We could have collected on the accumulated debt after slavery was abolished. But you know what? You know what it is? I think all people have buried the pain of slavery, in their past so deep in their minds that they find it hard to recall the reason long enough to pursue reparations. You know, it's a painful subject. It's like running into the school bully 30 years later and asking for your lunch money back that he stole from you in first grade. It's a painful memory. But a recent theory shows, published by the New York Times, a theory given on burying of memories by people. See, unwanted memories can be driven from awareness, according to a team of researchers who say they have identified a brain circuit that springs into action when people deliberately try to forget something. The findings published today in the Journal of Science strengthen the theory that painful memories can be repressed by burying them in the subconscious, the researchers say. You see, now I believe that it has been so long since slavery, black people have buried that pain so deep that we don't even know what reparations are. And we tested this theory by taking it to the streets and asked a few random people how they feel about reparations, and this is what they said.
How do you feel about reparations?
Reparations? I don't know. I can't really express my opinion on reparations, but...
You think we deserve reparations?
No, not at all.
No, we don't. Don't give us anything. How do you feel about reparations?
Good.
I feel good.
Yes.
It's a good thing.
Yes.
How do you feel about reparations?
How do I feel about reparations? Well, knowing that this country in history, as it goes on, we'll never get it. We'll never get it. So how do I feel about it? I feel that the only reparations that's going to be given is what we take and how we go about doing that as a people. If we can learn to come together, we don't need reparations. We need our own.
So what, you say that we will never get it, do you believe that it's will never give it to us, for what reason?
It's because of the way the system is. As far as, if you want to look at it in terms of race, because of us as a people being held in bondage, take it back to the Jews in the Holocaust, us and being in slavery. We were held in slavery for over 460 years. The Jews were repatriated because they came together as a people. Until we come together as a people, we'll never get no reparations.
Excellent. Here we are. This is our very first show, and I couldn't be more happy. I am happier than Trump supporter at a wall ribbon cutting ceremony. No, but seriously, this is a moment that will not soon be forgotten, okay? So breathe. Breathe it all in and relax. Namaste, okay. Yeah, we have one of my favorite entertainers in the business. It is our focus here on this show to give a platform to undiscovered, brilliant talents that seem to be on the verge of greatness. So, without further ado, help me welcome our very first guest, Mr. Joe B. Jones. Oh, I'm a big fan of your work. We are so lucky to have you on our show. Ha! Brilliant. No, thank you, seriously. I know you're incredibly busy. Pleasure to be here. Brilliant. Great to be here. Thank you. Thank you. Look, listen, I know you're incredibly busy, okay? This man is a busy man. I understand you produce, write, direct, and act. Now, how do you make time to go to the bathroom? It's easy. I have an app for that. You have an app in your phone that takes care of your movements? Really? Yeah, I designed it myself. It tells me when to chew and when to pull up. It's incredible. Look, my wife always says that I am full of, so I need that app today. Nah, no problem. I'll airdrop you. It's technology. Is that something you're really into? Is that something is that a passion of yours, technology? No, I just like it. The spirituality, I like spirituality as well. And I think there is a strong link between the two. Really? How so? Well, I think that we create artificial intelligence because we want to be, closer to God. We want to be like him or her. Do we really? I think I'm falling right here. It was so deep. Do you get that a lot? Pardon? That you're like too deep for TV? No. Most people see the opposite of what something truly is. If we saw things for what they were, then we would be living in an entirely different world. Well, you just did it again. Okay, enough of that. I feel like I'm going to have to see my therapist after this interview. Okay, so let's get down to the brass tacks. Let's talk about your career, okay? I know you have been in the business a long time, am I right? More than some of our viewers have been alive. So you have surmounted a great deal of work.
That's right.
You have been involved in the most legendary, iconic shows and films, working with some of the biggest stars of the day. Celebrity friends, critical acclaim for writing, directing, and acting. Yet, I don't know how to say this, but I don't take this the wrong way. Nobody really knows you. No, literally. It's my entire staff. When I said we're having Jody Jones on our premiere show, their response was, who? No, really, I'm not being funny. That bothered me. I mean, you're a legend. And I am one of his biggest fans, okay? For Christ's sake. No, oh, come on. No, seriously. Am I right? It's decades. And you are still virtually unknown, undiscovered. Why is that?
I guess I'm undiscoverable. I don't know that. I guess there's no real reason. I suppose, you know, if you want something bad enough, then you will get it. I don't think that was something I ever consciously wanted. I just...
Oh, money, apparently.
You know, honing my craft, being a working actor, you know, mastering self. I think that if you really want it, you'll be famous. But for me, I think that fame desecrates, you know, creativity. And I enjoy my freedom. Maybe someday I want to be seen and want to be known or famous. Right now, I'm just working on me. If my work has had an impact and you know my work, then I'm happy with that. I've done my job.
Again, with the deepness, stop. Do you really talk like this? Can you imagine? Huh? Being on a date with this guy, coming on to him, and he's like, you don't want me. You want what you want me to be. It's like dating Yoda. Horny you are. What's with the proverbs, huh? No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I love it. I love it. I wish I could be like that. Have you written a book? If so, I am buying it.
No book. Maybe someday when I do some more interesting stuff or become famous. Yeah.
Well, fame is something I quite admire and enjoy. You always get a good seat at the restaurant. Sure. Very well then, very well. Let's talk about your career. As a matter of fact, for those of you who are not familiar, which is probably like the entire universe, we have some clips of some of Jody's work. Do you mind? Can we show that?
I don't mind at all.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, Jody Jones.
Line of sight in the west gate, line of sight on the hangar.
Wyatt, everything all right? We're looking into it now, sir.
Army.
What?
Get some. It's Marines. I'm Army.
Oh, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. It's all your fault, you know.
Excuse me?
I said it's all your fault. You're the problem. We all end up in the same place in the end. Right, brother? Are you sure you're ready for a title fight? Why are you acting like it, man? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you about to blow it.
Wrestled him and the gun went off in the scuffle.
Where'd Tad go?
No idea.
And the buddies?
No idea.
How about the DOA's gun?
Didn't see.
This wouldn't be you lying to protect your boy, Tad.
Man, you asked what I saw and I told you.
If you start hearing a different account, we're coming back.
Ooh, don't scare me now.
Confrontation.
After the vandalism, we called him to oversee the repairs, and he never called us back. I'm not gonna walk again. I take a dump in the colostomy bag. I can't even fill my own Johnson.
That amount of money, I can get a fucking 5-star hotel.
He's 5-star hotel.
Yes. I'm an innocent man.
Kidnapping in the first degree, and a nun at that.
No, it wasn't me. That was the heroin.
Enough. Nah, you funny, girl. Not all this here just a front, baby. I'm balling, baby.
Last minute replacement, baby. But I'm in shape. Ready to get on it. Good to see you, baby. Mark, man.
Demond, you were telling me that you were in love with this woman. Yes, you are. And now you're gonna die for it.
You're different. What did you bust your ass all day? Oh, dog. Welcome back, player. Oh, dog. Yeah. Sit down. What now?
You know you asked Herman to throw the game the night he died.
Now, come on now. If I did that, why did they win? Don't you fucking move.
Everybody got that thing?
Girl, stay in the car. Get back in the car, sir. And I'll protect you, but not in the car.
Fascinating. How you convincingly play all these characters if you're a true master. Believe now, and I get this a lot. Now, I'm not sure if you do or not, but they say I look like you. That we bear a strong resemblance. What do you think? You get that a lot?
No, not at all.
Really? Well, very well then. Yeah. Tell us what to look out for and what we can see you in next, and about anything you would like to plug.
We do a nonprofit every year called T-Day Food and Family in November for the Thanksgiving holiday. It's pretty much a outreach to the homeless community as well as anyone else that's suffering from loneliness. We live in a digital age and in a time of loneliness, and so we'd like to bring communities together and create a sense of family. That was brought about by a creation called T-Day about the Thanksgiving holiday.
I love Thanksgiving.
Some characters I created and a story that I developed that focuses on Thanksgiving, which is one of my favorite holidays. Lead character's name is Johnny Holiday, and he's a narcissistic turkey that learns the true meaning of Thanksgiving. Also, of course, 15 Minutes of Fame was the first film I directed. It's on Amazon Plus and can be seen in over 8 different countries. We're steadily producing more content. This year, I believe we'll be developing a pilot called Mixed Nuts, dealing with mental health. It's like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest meets The Office. Hilarious comedy, as well as Force 12, feature film that I co-wrote. Doing a lot of directing for videos right now. One is on YouTube right now called Bronx. It's doing quite well. Just talking about the origins of hip hop. Very proud of that. Also just finished my first TED Talk submission, which deals with the power to regenerate.
Wow, the power to regenerate. This guy is so positive.
Of course, I'm still working commercially. I just finished a show that just aired recently on Gotham, on Fox, on a show called Gotham.
Gotham?
Yeah.
I love Gotham.
Episode 18, that's entertainment. And also a new show on Netflix called The Good Cop, starring Josh Groban and Tony Danza.
Tony Danza is back?
Yeah, I had a great time, yeah. Yeah, I play an FBI agent.
We know who's the boss of that show now, don't we, Mr. Jones? I knew a little, but I'm just blown away. For someone who doesn't want to be seen, you are certainly all over the place. Like an art ninja or something, right? This has been a truly amazing pleasure for me and a great time. And you are such an inspiration, sir.
Your questions
Honored.
sucked, but no, I'm kidding. You're a pretty interesting character. And now I know that
what's up?
Anyone could do this job.
Pardon? Ah, that was a dig. Excellent. Yeah, what happened to your positive outlook and depth? Anyway, we'll stick around. Our musical guest is an amazing hip rock, mega futuristic fusion band called Boku Revolution X.
Awesome.
Their forthcoming album and music movie, Fantasy Manifesto,
Right. I love these guys.
out in 2019. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here is Boku Revolution.
Listen to the details, so give it a one more time. Give it up, give it up.
Yeah. Let's do things when we're not sure where we're going, and we allow the universal flow to ignite something deeper inside of us. I'm just gonna put my shades on because I just feel like I wanna go inside. Hey, I got a brother right here, he's an amazing ball player. And he's never played with it before. Grab your horn, just come on right now, let's go, let's play, man. We don't sit around, we make it happen. These folks behind us right now are some of the baddest musicians in all the land. And that's so very important when you're in a barren wasteland of nothingness. You need people to feel something more than their daily life. You need soldiers. You need generals. You need God. They try to get us. So blinded that we can't see the truth. You don't want to hear nothing but your own voice. But there's one thing I know. One thing I know. That is like poetry. That's why you don't know me. Women invade my home. It was a rainbow, cold and storm, and the world was an ocean. I'm a lonesome girl. You ain't love, and I give sweet love. But that truth is like poetry. That truth is like poetry. you don't know. Sing my song. Make it your own. That music like poetry. That music like poetry. That's what you don't know. Sing my song. And make it your own. It's a nightmare. Bring you right here. We spend night here in nowhere. That's why you don't know. That you just like poetry. That's why you don't know. It's not song. And make it your own. Yeah.
I would like to thank everyone that made this day possible. We had a great first social media show, late night Caroline. I want to thank the M&M staff, Corey, and the crew, the sponsors, our guests.